Blog Talk Radio.
Thank you for tuning in to the program today. You're invited to visit www.blogtalkradio.com/perspectivepower and follow all the programs, both live and archive.
Alrighty then, it's Wednesday, the second day of April 2014, straight up 8 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for tuning in and just giving us a tremendously happy reason to do a program today. Why? Because you're with us, and that is a most enjoyable thing, to be sure. This is Attitude of Gratitude, affirmations that formulate an attitude of gratitude, and one of the things I am extremely grateful for is the fantastic music that backs my show up every single time we come on live. It is written, composed, performed, presented, gifted to us by award-winning artist David Martinka. Find his music at redbellymusic.com and sunshadows.net. So that is a really, really cool thing. You've got a lot of free downloadable music. So if you're into Native American flute music or any type of Native American music, please go to the site and download the free music. And then, of course, because you're going to like it so much, pick up some of the CDs. I've got several. They are great. I just let them track in the background of my day. So it's really kind of cool. Oh, my gosh. I'll tell you something. Affirmations that formulate an attitude of gratitude is what I've titled the program today. And there's a really good reason for that. And here's the reason. The reason is somebody said to me the other day, hey, you know, I was listening to an archive of a show on another network, and the woman sounded all the world like you. And I started laughing, and I said, that was me. So one of the things that I did in the other show was I utilized affirmations. That was what the entire show was about, how we set the intention for our day with the affirmations that we use. And as long as we get ready that way, we can look forward to having this really cool day. So I thought about it and realized that's what I wanted to present today on the program, was these affirmations. Now, please understand that affirmations are personal. Affirmations are not necessarily things that you have to go somewhere and find. Now, can you? Sure. You can contact me any way you like. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, MySpace, YouTube, Google+, or email me at perspective_power@yahoo.com. Best thing, though, just hit me up on Facebook, friend request me, whatever else, and I can walk you through. It's my job. I'm a spiritual coach, and you can actually put me to work for you, and I can walk you through creating your own personal affirmations that mean something to you about the things that are going on in your world, and that's my job, and I love to do it. So it's all good and it's all wonderful, but it's also my honor because I know how well affirmations work. They work for me. They have worked for me. And I know how powerful they can be because they work for me and they have worked for me. And the beautiful thing is, if you have that success that you can look back on, then you will realize that they will always work for you. So what is an affirmation? It's a statement of fact. That's basically it. It's a statement of fact. And people will say, well, you know, Annette, sometimes I hear these affirmations like every day and every way my life is getting better and better. But they aren't necessarily seeing it. And I thought, well, there's two things that have to happen before you can see something. The first is you have to have the thought or the desire that it exists. And the second thing is your brain has to know that that thing exists. Now, that may seem like a really weird thing, and maybe I said the same thing but in a different way. So here you go. This is what I'm going to say to kind of bring that all together. There was a wonderful example given in the movie What the Bleep Do We Know, which I recommend highly. It's a great film, where they were talking about how these Indians, when Columbus's ships were landing, couldn't see the ships in the harbor because they never actually knew that ships existed. So if they don't know that they exist, ship could be standing right in front of them, and they wouldn't see it because our brain matches patterns. If I have it in my brain that it can exist, then I will be able to see it. So when somebody told them, there's these ships out there, and this is what they look like, and they're these great big wooden things with cloth on top of them, and they float on top of the water, and there's people in them, and they can float along the water. Once the people that were being told this is what was going on believed it, they kept repeating it over and over. I mean, I'm guessing, but that's part of why affirmations work, because you repeat it over and over. Then they could see the ships. Now, if you're saying to yourself, this is a beautiful day, 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 you could be saying that in response to, for instance, here in the Detroit area, we've got the most beautiful blue skies, the sun is out. Let me see, it's 33 degrees, but you know what? It's still 33 degrees and the sun's out and the skies are blue and there's no snow left on the ground. Yes, I love it. Okay, now to me, that's a beautiful day. But I also believe that any day that I open my eyes is a beautiful day. Any day that I open my eyes and I can move my body is a beautiful day. And I could just go on and on and on. Now, for those people who can't see, for whatever reason, maybe they're not in a room with windows, maybe they literally are blind and they cannot see, well, can it still be a beautiful day? Yes, because they can affirm it. And then things that happen throughout the day that resonate with the statement of fact, the affirmation, will present themselves to them. That is how affirmations work. And I wanted to take the time to explain that because people who utilize affirmations and don't understand how to look for the success with the affirmation will almost inevitably give up. They'll say, you know what, this stuff is not working for me, and they just walk away from it. The idea is an affirmation is something that you tell yourself consistently. If you were to consistently say to yourself that something wasn't what you wanted, let's say in school when we were kids, people always say to themselves, I just never get that, I just never get that, I just never get that. They prove it to be true. They never get it. Whether it's the information they're studying, the date they've always wanted, the scholarship they were thinking, for a brief shining moment that it could happen. You're right, they don't get it. But there's something to this whole process of saying, I always get everything I need exactly when I need it. Everything I need comes to me at the right time. I am blessed and highly favored. My life is beautiful, and I have so many reasons to be thankful. These affirmations will formulate that attitude of gratitude. Why? Because how can you not be grateful when the day is beautiful? How can you not be grateful when everything you need comes your way? How can you not be grateful when you know for a fact that you are blessed and highly favored? Next to impossible, right? Next to impossible to not be grateful. It's a natural occurrence of using your affirmations. Okay, so what are some of my affirmations that I use? I'm going to share them with you. And they don't necessarily have to just apply to me. They can apply to everybody who's listening, everybody who's paying attention, because this is how it goes. So here's some great affirmations that I use. First of all, I am worthy. That's right. I am worthy. That's right. I am worthy. That's right. And as I'm saying that, I'm smiling, and every time I say that's right, like I am worthy, I hold my hand up like I'm channeling or beaming energy, right? And when I say that's right, I kick my thumb up. That's right. The funny thing is, if you walk into my house, you're going to see that affirmation written out with magic marker and glitter. That's right, Kylie, glitter. And y'all going to see that because it's right here where I can see it. Now, why did I put it together with glitter? Because I like glitter, and glitter makes things sparkle, and I like sparkle. And my eye is drawn to it immediately when I see it. And the other reason I put it there is so that it always brings a smile to my face. When I'm feeling good, I create good in my world. When I create good in my world, good things come to me. So I am worthy. That's right. And my thumb going up is the exclamation point at the end of the that's right. And the smile, I have a little smile at the bottom where you put a dot. There's a little cheesy grin. Now, one of the other things that I say, seriously, is something wonderful is about to happen. Something wonderful is about to happen. Now, that just makes me feel all great and full of excitement, and it's super. Now, does it always mean that something wonderful happens directly to me? No, not at all. When I put out there something wonderful is about to happen, the difference between using that affirmation and the I am worthy is possessive to me, but something wonderful is about to happen is a blessing for the entire world, the entire universe. And let me tell you how important that is. If you're sending out blessings to bless the entire universe, entire world, you are actually doing the work we are created to do, which is to love everyone. I love everyone, and I know my friend Catherine, who's listening to the show, recognizes that from church, the church that both of us used to attend at one time. I'm not in the area any longer, but I love everyone. They state that. Why? Because that's the most powerful energy in the world, to love everyone, and that is an affirmation. I love everyone. And do you know that love, when you have that love, when you own that love, when that love is everything inside of you, nothing else inside of you can exist. And love can never be harmed or destroyed. And there's more, that's another affirmation. Love can never be harmed or destroyed. Love is the only thing that's real. These are affirmations. They are statements of fact that when you say them long and hard and frequently enough, they become reality. So let's work on another affirmation. Money comes to me freely and easily. Money comes to me freely and easily. The work I do blesses me with great financial abundance. The work I do blesses me with great financial abundance. And I'm going to make another suggestion. Take the dollar amount that you wish to earn this year, write it out, slap it up in front of you. Mine's sitting right next to me, and it says, the universe 2014 brings me the green, and then I have a very specific amount of money written there. And underneath that I've written, I am so grateful. And I see that. I not only have it here in my little office area, I have it on the door of my bedroom, and I also have it posted in my bathroom. Why? Everywhere I go, I want to see that. Everywhere I go, I see that, and I smile, and I say, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. And I don't even have to be saying what's written on that note. I just zero in on that dollar amount and say, that's my bank account. Thank you. And I keep walking. What I'm doing is I'm creating the energy of the universe to respond to my affirmation and bring me those things that are making me happy. Now, the universe doesn't know whether what you're saying or not is a happy thing. So anything you dwell on, anything you affirm, anything you repeat over and over and over again with passion and drive, the universe will create for you, because they think if you're dedicating all this time and energy to it, you really want it. So make sure your affirmations are about the things you want. If you're going to constantly affirm about this tragic thing or that tragic situation, you're still going to get it. But it's only because the universe thought if you're putting that much energy into it, you must really want it. So they think they're doing you a favor by bringing you the energy that you are attracted to. So when you're thinking of your affirmations, formulate that attitude of gratitude by affirming the things that you really, really do want. And when your affirmations are loving, kind, uplifting, you will receive loving, kind, and uplifting. I promise. I mean, it's not even just my promise. It's how affirmations work. And I know they work that way because they've worked for me, and they always work for me. And who is me? I'm Annette Rochelle Aben. You're going to find me everywhere. You're going to find me on Facebook, and I hope you do. You're going to find me on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. Here at Blog Talk Radio, blogtalkradio.com/Perspective Power. I'm also on Google+. Join me. Hook up in my circles. You can also find me on LinkedIn. I just had another request this morning. I'm so grateful to honor it. Let's build those connections and keep ourselves going. You can also connect with me on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. You're going to find me doing a lot of different things out there. If I can be of service to you, you can always bring me on board as your spiritual energy coach. I'd be more than happy to have you do that. And I'm also happy to have you subscribe to our channel here at Perspective Power at blogtalkradio.com and keep up on all the programs that we are doing, because we've got a lot of really great programs lined up for you. We also present this fabulous music, as you hear in the background, compliments of award-winning artist David Martinka. David Martinka's music can be found at redbellymusic.com and sunshadows.net. Get the free downloads. Buy the CDs. Trust me, they are well worth it. And remember, I love everyone. I love everyone. I love everyone. I love everyone. I love everyone.